Flandy is a part of the Fly by Pants projects. For more information, please visit www.flybypants.com. Thank you and enjoy.
Welcome to Flandy.
Welcome to Flandy.
Flandy. And today we're talking about soulmates.
Do we have to say it like that?
Yeah.
Soulmates.
Do you believe in soulmates?
Nope.
So what is a soulmate then? You've looked up the definition.
I actually haven't.
I swear you told me you read the Wikipedia about soulmates.
No, I've just saved the link on a thing. Until I get the thing up.
That's how much effort you put into this podcast, Andy. You can't even read a Wikipedia article.
Well, because all I saw, because I briefly saw something where they were saying about it's, because I always thought soulmate was just a romantic thing.
Yeah.
So obviously my nickname for you, I always call you my platonic soulmate.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And apparently that is an actual thing.
But I've never, met anyone and be like, but obviously I'm only 22.
Yeah, I think, this is taking forever to load, but it will load.
So when you were married, she wasn't your soulmate?
Oh, God.
You didn't see her as a soulmate?
I hope she is not listening to this. Well, obviously
Because if I marry someone, I want them to think I'm their soulmate.
But it depends what you think a soulmate is. There we go. So according to Wikipedia, a soulmate is a person with whom one has a feeling of deep or natural affinity.
But I get that with you, and I get that with loads of people.
Exactly. The next bit. This may involve similarity, love, romance, platonic relationships, comfort, intimacy, sexuality, sexual activity, spirituality, compatibility, and trust.
But me and you, we've basically got 60% of that.
That's it, yeah. In current usage, soulmate usually refers to a romantic or platonic partner with the implication of an exclusive lifelong bond. It commonly holds the connotation of being the strongest bond with another person that one can achieve. It is commonly accepted that one will feel complete once they have found their soulmate, as it is partially in the perceived definition that two souls are meant to unite. The term soulmate first appeared in the English language in a letter by Samuel Taylor Coleridge in 1822.
Aww.
Oh,
so
some psychologists state that believing that a soulmate exists specifically for a person is an unrealistic expectation. That's what I reckon I'd say. But it does actually go into the sort of spiritual side. Right, cool, you go. I'm going to quickly read this while you're talking.
Let me find my, Right. So, one thing that I thought was actually quite true is that because someone who believes in soulmates, believe that this person just gets their whole personality, is so in love and stuff. So they say, if you expect your partners to just get you, you may find that you run into unresolved conflicts and resentment. So say if you start having a bad patch in your relationship, people who believe in soulmates would automatically just end the relationship because they think their partner should just get them and there shouldn't be any conflict. But surely everyone goes through bad patches. Doesn't mean you should break up straight away.
Yeah, of course.
But if you believe in a soulmate, you may think, oh, we should never argue. We should just get each other completely.
Yeah, so that is dangerous, isn't it?
And also, they say that people who believe in soulmates are more likely to ghost someone because they don't feel that linkage straight away, so they'll just ghost people.
Also, is that why I keep getting ghosted?
Yeah, just keep on going with people who believe in soulmates. Put in your Tinder bio, I don't want someone who believes in soulmates.
Well, no, I've deleted it now, I know. So.
Maybe you should re-download it just as an experiment.
Fucking time. Yeah.
Also, the belief that there may be an even better soulmate out in the world creates a sense that you shouldn't settle. So even if you've got an amazing partner, they want someone who's perfect and amazing, so they won't go with someone who's actually really good because they're on the hunt for something even better and amazing.
Yeah, I know somebody who used to do that, who was always on the lookout for the next. He would be with someone, but he'd be constantly looking for the next best thing.
That's bad.
So he's always like, what did he? I think he called it leveling up. And I was like, yeah, he was a terrible man. Not anymore. Just in case you're listening, I'm not going to say your name, but I know what happened. I know how things went, and I know you're a reformed person now. He's a decent bloke now, but he used to be a dick. So did I, but yeah, because we were dicks together. But I never did that. But yeah, he'd be in a relationship, and he was always looking for what he'd call the next level.
I understand you shouldn't settle for someone who's boring and not good for you. But if you've got a great person, surely you would want to be with them for the time being.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things, because a lot of people are always looking for forever. And I think that's quite dangerous. You should forget about forever.
Nothing lasts forever.
Fuck forever.
Also, this is quite morbid, but so if you think you found your soulmate and that person dies, you can still live your life.
Yeah, well, yeah, and that's the thing. Do you ever watch The Bad Place?
No.
Or The Good Place? No, it's called The Good Place. Sorry, not The Bad Place.
Yeah.
Yeah. So The Good Place it's a comedy show, and it's brilliant. I recommend it. You should watch it. It's got Kristen Bell in it.
Yeah, I've heard of it, I think.
Yeah, she plays somebody who is not a nice person in life, and she dies. And when she goes to the good place, as they call it, but there's been a mistake where somebody with the same name as her has gone to the bad place where she should have gone. But one of the main things that they do is when you're in the good place, you get introduced to your soulmate. And obviously she gets introduced to the soulmate of the person who she's replacing.
Yeah.
It's a really good show. You should watch it. But yeah, so they say if you don't find your soulmate in life, you'll find your soulmate in heaven, which is something that I've heard before. But what if...
That's quite cute.
What if you are not religious and you don't go to heaven?
True.
Because I ain't going to heaven.
Yeah, you are. You're not a horrible person.
Not now.
You've not killed anyone, as far as I know.
Yeah, that you know of.
Dun, dun, dun.
When was the last time you saw Asti?
This is why she's not responding to me.
But she's always responding to me. Have you noticed that? It's because I have her phone.
Yeah, and you've got her dead body so the facial recognition can...
Yeah, that's it. Right, under my bed. When you come around tomorrow, she's going to be just perched on the settee like... This has got dark, man.
We're supposed to be talking about love
I have not. I have not killed Astiana Morris. I just want to say that. And I'm not always in touch with her. She texted me today for the first time, in 2 weeks. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, but yeah, I think the idea of a soulmate. I don't know, because obviously I call you my platonic soulmate. And I don't think we were meant for, because I don't believe in that sort of thing. Yeah, I don't think we were meant to be, it was destined we would be friends.
Yeah, also,
Because
that's just kind of cringe.
If that was the case, then this relationship that we have, this friendship that we have, would have been like that from the very first moment we met. And
it wasn't because I was so shy.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't. I was in a pretty rough place when I met you, but yeah, it wasn't like that at all. But with other people, I have had, like with Leo, for example. For the friendship that I have with Leo has been like that from day one.
Aww.
So, is Leo? Does that mean Leo's one of my soulmates? Do you have more than one soulmate? Are you allowed? No, stop it. I know why you said yes so quickly. but yeah, I mean, are you allowed more than one soulmate?
Don't know, but also, this is kind of like making out, like, if you believe in soulmates, kind of like your life is destined to be that soulmate. Your life shouldn't revolve around finding a soulmate.
And what if you never find that soulmate?
Exactly.
Reckless Eric.
Who's that?
The singer, musician. 80s, I believe. But he did a song called A Whole Wide World, which is all about looking for your soulmate. And I'm going to get this wrong now. When I was a young boy, my mother said to me, "There's only one girl out there for you, and she probably lives in Tahiti."
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah." I'll go the whole wide world. I'll go the whole wide world just to find her. That's the gist of the song. Is basically he will travel the whole world to find this one girl that's out there for him. Not what a lot of people think when it comes to punk songs, is it?
Yeah. But I wouldn't travel the whole world just to find a boyfriend.
But if you believed that there was only one person out there for you, ever, you would.
I mean, I think the idea of a soulmate is kind of cute, but I just don't think into love that much. Maybe because I've never been in love, so I've got a different view of it.
I'm offended.
Yeah, I don't even like you.
Yeah. I just knew you were my way into podcasting, that's all.
Yeah, I'm a secret gold digger.
Fucking hell, you're digging in the wrong garden, love.
I need to step up my game if you're the richest person I know.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, I have nothing. Yeah, when that guy said he wanted to sue me. Well, what? Yeah.
What is he going to sue?
Yeah, I was like, alright, man, well, good luck to your debt and disappointment. That's all I've got. But
maybe he secretly wanted Brute and wanted your dog, so that's why he wanted to see you.
I will fight him. I would seriously, if anyone tries to take that dog from me, I will fuck them up. He's my sidekick.
Maybe Bruno's your soulmate. Can animals be your soulmate?
Well, according to the Bible, animals don't have souls.
My cat has a soul.
But according to the Elder Scrolls, everything has a soul.
Yeah. I look into my cat's eyes and it's like, he's the love of my life.
Okay, so that's everything for this episode.
But it's just like, I love my cat so much. Like, I wouldn't care if I never found love as long as I got my cat.
I think a lot of people these days are going away from the sort of traditional idea of relationships. I think this is why polyamory has become such a big thing at the moment.
I would like. What would you do if you met someone, the perfect woman, right? And you were like, wow, like obviously we're kind of skeptical now, but you were like, wow, this woman's my soulmate. And then she was like, I want to be in a polyamorous relationship.
Well, I don't believe in soulmates.
But I'm saying if you met someone like...
And I thought, this is my everything, this is it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be in a... I don't know, because I don't think I could be in a polyamorous relationship. Not that I'm putting them down. Not that I'm not putting them down. Yeah. I'm not saying, oh, it's wrong, it's bad, or anything like that. It's, each to their own. If you can make it work, that's fucking amazing. I do know somebody in a, they call it a throuple, which I think is quite cool.
Yeah, I've heard that.
It's a brilliant word, and it works for them. It's fantastic. It's fun. Like all three of them are fucking happy as oh, it's great. Yeah, I can't keep one down. Never mind fucking two. But yeah, it's just for me. I think I'd quite happily see multiple people but I wouldn't call it a relationship.
Yeah.
I think a
I know it makes me jealous. And I'm not even that much of a jealous person.
Yeah.
But I'm too insecure. I'll be like, oh, what have they got that I don't have? Like, I'm not good enough for him, kind of thing.
Yeah. Quite happily, and I have been in situations where I have been not. It's the same with open relationships. I don't. If you're going to see other people, just see other people. There's no need for it to be a relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm entering that sort of deal where, like, yeah, it's not relationship, it's fuck buddies or whatever. My usual rule is I don't want to know about the other people, and I'm not going to tell you about the other people.
But what would you do if, I don't know, you were in a bar, me and you were in the pub, and that person who you were seeing, or it was fuck buddy, whatever, came in with someone else?
Just carry on the night.
Would you go up to them and say hello? Would you ignore them?
Probably wave or nod.
Yeah, that's what I'd do.
That's it.
I'm a wave and I just ignore them.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't ignore them. Because I wouldn't make it awkward. And this is the thing: if it was an open relationship or polyamorous relationship or whatever, like, I think that would, for me, would be awkward.
Yeah. Do you believe in love at first sight?
No. God, no. I believe in lust at first sight, and that takes over.
I think people get it mixed up because you never love someone before you know them.
No, not at all. Don't get me wrong, I have looked at somebody and went, ugh. But, yeah. No, I think love is something that builds.
I found this guy on TikTok, right? And every time I look at him, obviously it's not love at first sight, but I find him so attractive. And he's the one person I'll be like, I would marry you if I knowing you. But you know what I think is really bad? Have you heard of the TV show Married at First Sight?
I think you've mentioned this to me before.
I think it's fucked up, and I don't even care about marriage that much. So they get set up, basically, they're like, kind of like first dates where they try and match them based on their interests and stuff. But instead of a date, they get married, and it's a legal marriage. They get married at first sight without ever having spoken to them. They get background checks and stuff, I believe. So they're not like a murderer.
That is ridiculous.
And it kind of ruins the whole sanctity of marriage thing, even though I don't really believe in marriage that much, but even I'm like, that's a bit weird.
It's just daft, isn't it? Because what if you don't get on?
Yeah, some people, you might have loads in common, but you just don't vibe with them.
Divorces can be expensive.
I think the show pays if they want to get divorced.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever... Is this a real show?
Yeah. Married at First Sight, well, you should watch the episode just to get my gist.
I really don't want to watch that.
So, like, it shows, the first episode is, like, they're all getting married, and then it shows the relationship over time, and at the end of the series, they decide whether they want to get divorced, I think the divorce is paid for, or stay married.
Oh, my God. People will do anything to get on TV.
That's like an arranged marriage kind of thing, but it's not.
People will do anything to get on fucking TV.
But they're not even famous when they finish it. At least with Love Island, you get a bit of famous. If you want to be famous, go on Love Island. Don't even get famous off it.
It's ridiculous. Who would sign up for that? Why would you sign up for that? That's like the Undateables.
I know. They're not undateable just because they've got autism and Tourette's and stuff.
That show, I get the idea. And I think it comes from a nice place. But that name just puts me off straight away.
I know.
Straight away.
I actually saw the guy who lived in Brighton, he's called Daniel. He was on Undateables. I saw him in town.
Really?
I was going to say hello, but then I was like, oh, he had a mask on and stuff. I didn't want to disturb him.
I went on a date with somebody who was on Dateables.
Really?
In Brighton, yeah. Years ago. It was a bit of... I'm not going to tell the story, I'll tell you later, but yeah, it was a bit of a weird one.
Ah.
Bit of a weird one.
I wonder how many people, like, genuinely believe in soulmates, because I'm kind of on the fence with it. I've never met anyone where I'm like, you're my soulmate, blah, blah, blah. I've never met anyone I like that much anyway.
I think it depends on it, like, the way that you're looking at it. Because, like, you know, if you're looking at it romantically, I think there are going to be quite a large number of people who do believe in that.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, is a bit weird.
Oh, I thought this question when we first started saying this is going to be one of our topics. What would you do? Say you're with a woman.
I was with a woman.
For a year, or, you know, a significant amount of time, and she said, you are my soulmate to you. Would it freak you out?
No. Fair play.
Would you be like, thanks? Or would
Yeah.
you say, yeah, you're my soulmate too?
I wouldn't say that.
It's like when someone says, I love you, and you don't love them back yet.
Yeah, because these things happen at different times. I wrote a song about that. It's called You Don't Have to Say It Back.
Yeah, you don't.
And yeah, that's the song. The chorus is just because I say I love you, you don't have to say it back.
Mm. Well, it's like I say, love you, to like literally everyone on the phone.
Exactly.
I even say it, like, I nearly say it at work as well. Really embarrassing.
This is something me and Matt were talking about the other day about saying saying I love you to your friends. So like, I say it to you all the time. I say it to Asti all the time. But I don't say it to my male friends.
Oh, you should.
And Matt does. And because we were talking about masculinity and the difference between that, you know, not all masculinity is toxic masculinity. And we're talking about Joe Rogan. How Joe Rogan is sort of like he is such a manly man. He's like so fucking masculine. He's in his like mid-50s. He's ripped to fuck. He fights.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does martial arts. He hunts. He smokes weed. He drinks beer. He's just like, he's man. Tells all of his male friends that he loves them.
That is so sweet
And
to me.
it's like, to me, it's so difficult to do.
Yeah.
So difficult to do. I've only just
Do you tell your brother that you love him?
No, because I don't. It's a dick.
Do you tell your dad that you love him?
No, I didn't mean that. I don't know. My brother isn't a dick. It's fine. Recently I've started saying to my dad.
Aww.
But yeah, no, it's one of those things. I think it is a bit sort of toxic masculinity side of things that's been passed down, where it's like, you cannot show emotion, you cannot show any emotion.
When say if a guy was on the phone to his girlfriend he was at the pub with his mates on the phone to his girlfriend, and she says, I love you, and he doesn't say it like he normally would.
Yeah. See, things like that never bothered me.
Yeah.
It's like I'd be on the phone to my mum, like in the middle of my friends, and then when I'm going, like, you know, she'll say love you, I'll say I love you back. Like, I tell my mum that I love her in front of my friends.
Yeah.
They take the piss, they can take the piss. Like, I don't give a shit. When I'm with someone, if I'm telling them that I love them on the phone, like, okay, yeah, see, I love you. Yeah. It's like, they can take the piss, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's like when, like, there used to be this thing about, I think this is going to go on to toxic masculinity now, where men would take the piss out of their friends for having a girlfriend or for being in a relationship when they're not in a relationship themselves. It's like,
Those are jealous.
it's weird, isn't it? And like, yeah, because I remember when there was a guy. I can't remember. This was really bad. I can't remember his real name, but we used to call him Bungle. And he was dating somebody who lived on my street. This was when we were still at school. And he had a girlfriend who lived on my street, and we used to hang out on the street because we were little hoodlums. And he used to go to this house and say hello, go and see his girlfriend. I would always take the piss, and one of the lads just stood there and went, "You know what? He's actually doing better than us because none of us have girlfriends." But yeah, I think that's weird. And they weren't soulmates because he's now married to somebody else. Well, last time I spoke to him, he was married to someone else.
Yeah, sounds like he's divorced now.
Probably. Yeah, weird. But yeah, soulmates. I don't know. I don't believe in anything like that. To be honest, like when it comes to love as well, I'm a bit skeptical.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I don't want to. I've been on a date in ages, so I'm like, no one asked me on dates. I kind of want to start dating just to like see what it's like. But I don't like dating apps that much.
This is where speed dating comes in. It's so much fun.
Well, I don't want to speed date now. There's like a virus, like everyone's dying.
Yeah, you don't want to get the wrong type of virus from a date. But yeah, speed dating is loads of fun actually.
You should do it again when we're allowed to.
Yeah, I want to actually. Yeah, I will do.
That would make a really good episode, like Andy's speed dating stories.
Yeah, so I've only been once, and it was a good laugh. It was nice. Yeah, met some nice people. Never heard from them again, but that's how it goes for me. Why did you have to pick this as a topic? I'm getting all depressed, miserable, and lonely now.
God, let's both watch Titanic and cry.
Oh, I'm not watching Titanic.
No, Titanic doesn't even make me cry that much. You know what does make me cry? P.S.
Punch
I love
in the
you.
face. If I ever leave this world alive, I thank
Oh
you.
my god. I cry probably about 5 times throughout that film, if not more. Were they soulmates? But they got split apart.
I remember just sending the opening line of that song to you through text, and you sent me back saying that's just made you cry. It's not actually a bad film. I have seen that film. My ex-wife liked that film.
Oh, the guy's sexy in it. But then it's like, you'd think they were soulmates, but he died. But then she found someone else. So can you have more than one soulmate?
This is what I was saying. Like, I think the traditional idea is no, but I think it's pretty obvious that soulmates don't exist. Just out of how many people go through relationships like no man's business. Myself.
Yeah, I saw a thing about
I'm
this.
not slag shaming anyone. I am exactly the same.
Well, yeah, I saw a thing. It was like, how can so many girls I know have boyfriends again and again and again, and I can't even get one person to look at me?
Yeah. Well,
and then again, I'm quite fussy, so I could go with any old fucker.
And that's it. We always joke around about you jumping in bed with people, but you actually you're completely the opposite. You're not actually like that at all.
I'm freaking.
You are quite prudish. Where for me, it's completely different. I have such an unhealthy sort of attitude when it comes to sex. I could have sex with anyone, and I could have meaningless sex, and it will not change anything at all. Somebody that I've been friends with for years, I could just have sex with him, and it would not change. That wasn't me hinting at anything, by the way. We've already had this conversation.
Yeah, I'm like, it's not going to happen, Andy.
No, I think if we had sex, I think things would change.
Yeah.
If it was me and you, but I think that's just because there's so much just like riding on our friendship now.
Yeah, there'll be a broken podcast.
Yeah, that's it. Flandy would not exist. No more spare pants. No more Flandy. Obviously,
I
my
have to
podcast
make
will
my
carry
own
on.
SnapAds, but I don't know how to edit, so
Yeah, that's it.
the most shittiest editing ever.
Everything else will carry on because I own Fly By Pants Projects. So I am the founder. But yeah. So yeah, I think when it comes to like our relationship, because it is a relationship, it's just not a sexual one. This is what I was saying the other day about the reason why I'm not dating anymore. It's because everything that I get from a relationship, from a girlfriend, I already get just from multiple people.
Yeah.
Like the date nights.
I just can't be bothered.
Yeah.
Like, with my week, I don't have a particularly crazy social life. But it's like, I work during the week. Weekends, I like to exercise, do a bit of shopping. Find a boyfriend, it'll just fuck up my routine.
That's it, and I think it's all about the end game as well, isn't it? I mean, think about what is the reason for being in a relationship? Marriage, children. Well, I've already been married, it didn't work, and I don't have any ideas about getting married again. And I don't want kids.
I don't really want children. I don't care that much about getting married.
Yeah. So what would be the point in being in a relationship? So if my soulmate is out there and listening, fuck you.
I don't want you
anyway. Yeah. Go and please yourself. I am.
But I think it's a nice idea. I don't think, I think it's quite cute. I can see why people like the idea of it.
It is a nice idea. And I think people take it too far, but people take everything too far.
Like, your parents.
I do know my parents.
Do they call each other their soulmate?
I don't know. My dad actually, on multiple occasions, has referred to my mum as an old trout.
Maybe that's just his way
in
of calling
a
her.
very loving way. But yeah, I don't know. I've never heard them say it.
But they've been together like years and years.
40 years. 41 years.
Yeah, that's like ages.
No, 40 years this year.
That's so long.
Yeah, I don't know how they've done it.
If they listen, write a comment on the Facebook page. Do you guys call each other soulmates?
Yeah, I know my dad listens. So yeah, go on then, Dad. Let us know. Would you consider Mum to be your soulmate?
But then you know what I find really sad? When like people are together for ages and ages, and then they just break up.
Yeah, well, I think this happens though, doesn't it? The whole soulmate thing is that when people say I've married my best friend.
Yeah.
Do you think that's what they mean? Is that the whole?
Maybe that's what they mean, but they don't say it in their soulmate way. Like I would like to marry someone who I consider my best friend.
I'm not marrying you.
But then again, I would fart in front of you, but I don't know if I would fart in front of a boyfriend. But I don't know if I'd want to fart in front of my husband.
So whoever ends up with you will never, ever mount up to to what I am to you.
Well, it's like, Ruth and Eamon from this morning.
Yeah.
They don't fart in front of each other.
That's... Yeah.
But it's like people say you should only marry someone if you can fart in front of them. I don't want to fart in front of someone.
Who the fuck has said that?
I just see it. When I research this stuff, this kind of stuff just comes up on my Facebook now.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's like, what's that phrase? I hate it. Relationship goals.
Oh, cringe.
Hate it. Relationship goals for me is to keep one. Get one.
Me and you are friendship goals.
Make it last longer than 6 fucking months.
There should be a picture of me and you, and then written on there friendship goals.
Well, no, because you should never set your goals when according to other people's lives.
Yeah, that is true.
You should just, go your own way. I don't know, that song's about a breakup, but that whole album is about. Oh, there we go. There's evidence soulmates don't exist. Fleetwood Mac.
Wait, were they going? They were all banging each other, weren't they?
Yeah, they were all banging each other. They were all in separate relationships, and then they sort of matched, and did each other.
That would make a very weird porno.
And then they released one of the greatest rock albums ever, which is Rumours, which is full of songs of them slagging each other off and making each other sing these songs. So you've got Stevie Nicks singing a song about herself, knowing full well that that song was written to slag her off. Yeah, and it's such a killer album. It's so good. so good.
Anyway, I think we're done on soulmates now.
Are we? Yeah, I haven't really got much to say. It's just I don't think they're real.
I like the idea of them, but I've not met anyone yet who I think is my soulmate. If I find someone, I'll let you know.
I was about to say, yeah, but you're young, but I'm 38, and I've obviously not met anyone.
But you weren't married, though.
Will you stop bringing that up? I was married. And obviously, I did love her. There was love there. Still is in a way, just not in the same sort of love. I would never marry her again. Ugh. And I'm sure she thinks the same as me. But yeah, I think like I said, the whole idea of there's going to be one person out there for you is really depressing.
Is Chris your soulmate?
No.
Why do you ask him if he thinks you're his soulmate?
Because I know what the answer's going to be. The answer will be no. If you say, Chris, is Andy your soulmate? He'll say, no, Andy is my bitch.
Right. Don't tell him. I'll ask him tomorrow.
Okay,
actually, no, he's not in tomorrow, is he?
No.
Right. I'll ask him next time I see him.
Alright, and then if it's before this episode goes live, we'll add an addendum. So. Yeah. So, is that everything that we're going to talk about? Is that it?
Yeah.
Cool. So, if you want to join in the conversation, please do so on the Flandy Facebook group. Facebook.com/group/Flandy. I keep saying that, but I'm not positive that is actually how you get to the group, but I'm sure you can find it.
Everyone's joined the wrong group.
I'm sure you can find it. We do nothing with it, but we are going to start using it now. When I posted,
that should be our
I posted on it the other
resolution.
day. I posted on it the other day, and it said that the last time that anything was done on that group was 5 weeks before. And saying that up until now, Flandy has been fortnightly. That's so bad. But yeah, so please join the Flandy Facebook group and join in the conversation. Tell us what you think about soulmates.
Yeah. Tell us your soulmate stories, and maybe it'll give us hope.
Hope. And if you want to get in touch, let us know what you want us to talk about on Flandy Focus. Flandy Focus is going to be one subject, and you can choose what we talk about. We will research the shit out of it. Well, I will research the shit out of it. Flo will look at memes.
Yeah.
And so get in touch. Flybypantspod on all social medias. Instagram f.mcatty, that's for her. And the mighty AGB, that is me. The G stands for Graham, just in case you were wondering. And email flo@flybypants.com and andy@flybypants.com.
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
And we'll be back next week with a regular Flandy.
Love you.